Okay, I
This
checked with
conference
other
will
system
now be
also,
recorded.
but again, what we can do in this case? Can you
Yeah,
this is readable? Can you read this properly or not?
yeah.
Yeah, it's so
Basically myself, Gopi. Basically, so we can clear like the font size, like So basically, before going to start the session, like we have to know that, like, so the session is, right? So this is based on HP7, right?
Yeah.
Correct. So you said like if we don't have like you don't see as part of HP7, we can see like there is icon like CPM
Hmm.
in the config node, right?
Hmm. Yeah.
So yeah, okay, great. So if you don't see at configuration level, we can say like there is a activation level issue.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So my question is like that. So
Mhm.
yesterday class Satya or someone raised the question, Salim raised the question like, so there is a call like actuals and plan cost
Mhm.
reports.
Mhm.
So as I know, like we have like um, reports in Fury.
Mhm.
So we have a direct call. So do we have any like the direct call to
Yes.
CPM?
Yes. 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 Fury integration is there.
So
Fury.
and one more, yeah,
Uh,
good sir.
okay. Let me answer this question first. Like whether we have the reports here or not. Okay. Before starting, let me clear this doubt. Here you can see some of application is added here. Okay. SAP BW query monthly planning summary monthly planning. Okay, so these are the queries which are the standard queries which we can access, okay, through CPM and BW integration. Okay, I checked it. I tried to access because I'm getting some error. Okay, but that is not a big issue. We can rectify it. Okay, I'm working on it, and maybe before next session I'll try to sort it out. Okay, so here you can see all the queries. These are the standard queries: planning summary, monthly plan, and monthly planning input queries. So all these queries we can have as per our reporting pattern. Apart from that, you asked a question how we can fetch the data for the Fury. Okay, so Fury also in EHP8, it's already like we have a provision, and EHP, and apart from that, as for HANA, we have the provision to get the data in Fury. Okay, so not that is not a problem for this.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. My question is like we have whatever we have like is I'm not sure like it's a part of HP7. We can see the data in like so in CVM system whatever we see the data. So can you see the same in Fury?
Fury, how you see Fury, how you publish the data. Okay, it's again depends. Like what exactly information you are asking. Fury basically used for your dashboard and your for approval process, right?
That's
So
correct.
wherever we want to publish the data, if it is in a standard object, we can get it from the system, right? That is another separate thing.
So basically, my question is like, so are you going to show like how you publish the data to the
In
Fury?
Fury,
Yeah,
Here will not show. We will show you the only the workspace. Okay, the where we are getting the data. Okay, in dashboard format, which I showed you yesterday. Okay, but integration with the Fury, because Fury is again it is a separate system. Okay, and
yeah,
that is a separate thing. Like that is not exactly the CPM here in Fury. You are just publishing the data. It's nowhere related to your process which we have in the CPM. Okay, so whatever the process you are learning in the CPM, publishing data, is a separate thing, and learning the process in the CPM is a separate thing.
Okay, I just want to know, like, sir, like maybe so we have HP6 and HP7. So when we are implementing like upgrade to HP6 to HP7, so we
Mhm.
have like right now in HP7 we are add on HP the CPM, right?
Mhm.
So what are things like can we know get like so what are things so
What
we had.
understood your question. What I will do, I'll keep it as all these steps in my query. Better, I'll
Mhm.
try to explain in my next session. Okay, because few things I again need to check. I'm not because your question is how we can publish the data in the Fury. Okay, am I right?
No, 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 sir. No, no. Basically,
Okay.
my question is like, so we have like in ECC6 we have different things, right? So
Mhm.
what are the updates in ECC7? I mean, I think so, like HP7.
Mhm. See, EHP7 is your ECC component, right? And which
Correct,
is your CPM version is not being changed, right? That will be the same, whatever it is, 1.0 or 2.0, right?
correct.
So it means you will not get much change. Okay, you will get the changes in ECC object, not in the CPM object, right?
Mm-hmm.
So your upgradation of EHP7 to or EHP8 or EHP6 to 7, whatever object functionality is changing, like your sum of functionality will be added in the project, in
Mm-hmm.
your project system project. So it means that functionality you can get it, you can access some extra data or you can say additional data in CPM system, but functionality wise, the process wise, there is no change in the CPM, even on the upgradation. That will be changed only if you are upgrading the CPM system, means you are upgrading from 1.0 to 2.0. Okay.
Okay, okay. So, and I just want to understand that, like, so whatever we see in the portal, like at the CVM
Uh,
system, so can you see at the ERP?
I'll try to explain this as in my explanation. Okay. I'll consider this matter and I'll try to focus on that point in process. Will it be okay?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, huh? So wherever it will be required, I'll try to address that issue. Fine.
Okay. So, yeah, thank you. So, and I have one more question. Like, you said, like, last class. So we have like the same way, like, as part of HP7 and HANA.
Mhm.
Okay, the functional is same, but so we have like the same things. So how can we like so can we see like where we see if we have an issue, like can we see in the ERP? So this is a kind of integration as part of as s- as you explained yesterday.
Mhm.
Can you see?
Uh,
Can you check like as part of configuration and as
Better,
part of migrating?
see that will be that will I'll address. Okay, let us go in the sequence. Better, it will be answered automatically. All these questions which you are asking here, some of question will be addressed automatically when I'll explain the process. So let us go. Let us start in the sequence. Okay, I understood your requirement. As and when it is required, I'll try to address in that process.
Yeah,
Okay, if I'm
thank you, sir.
skipping, if I'm skipping as per your question, maybe it can be disturb our complete flow of the process understanding. Okay, so
Yeah,
that's why what I'll do, I'll include your query in my wherever it will be required. I'll address that. Fine.
yeah, fine. That's fine. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
So based on like, so we are going through like the entire configuration as per you. Like we are going through like
Yes.
HP7,
Yes. Yes.
right?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
So when you come to like HANA, SAP HANA,
Mhm.
so is there any way, is there any simplification like so going to like the step by step the configuration? Do we have any like BC sets to activate
Yes,
in
yes,
HANA?
yes. That's business activate business. That is already I told yesterday. That is the three components which we need to activate, and that is everywhere, whether it is in a EHP 8 or EHP 7 or S4 HANA. It is the same. Components are the same. If you need to access the workspace, you have to activate that CACPDWS. If you want to activate the issue and change management, then CIPM change CPM change management, you have to activate that component which I explained yesterday. So activation of business function is the same.
Yeah, basically my question is like, so when we are going to like implement from HP 7 to S4 HANA, okay,
Uh,
so
Gopi, can you ask? Can you park all these questions for today's session? Can you ask in next session, please?
yeah,
I'll
sure,
try to
please
address.
continue.
I'll try to address because I just want to start the key point today. So few things you will understand because I'm going to start today the configuration. Okay,
Yeah, sure,
and
sure, sir. Basically, my question is like, I just want to know, like, so what is the difference? As per yesterday class, you said like, as part of HP 7 and S4 HANA, there is no things, there is no
see,
like,
whenever we are going to learn, first of all, we should learn the basic. Okay, if we know
yeah,
the basic, then only we can come to know what is the difference between the advanced and the basics. Right. So if we know the process in EHP 8, and if I'm explaining the difference with reference to the S4 HANA, so it will be better understood. Right.
yeah, that's correct.
So that's why what I'm trying to explain with respect to EHP 8. Okay, so whenever we will complete all the particular building blocks, then I'll explain the differences also. I'll try to address, not now exactly, but mid of session, after 2 3 session, wherever it will require, I'll try to address that point. And
Okay,
that is already part of that contains.
okay.
Okay, so
So, and one more thing, sir, one more thing, like when we activate, like, as part of, the object, as part of CPM in the ERP, so we see like in the portal, so the same thing can be visible in Fury, so where we
yes,
can see the master projects.
yes, you can see master project, you can see the data, you can see the workflow, you can see the team. Okay, so again, how you are using the Fury, like whatever the as of now in a system SAP, we have some standard Fury object, right? We can access that object directly in the Fury, and some of we can develop as per the requirement. Same concept we have here. Exactly, as of now we don't have, I don't have the name of that particular object, but I'll try to address.
Okay, so one more question, sir. As part of like the resource planning, in CPM, they're using the success factor.
Mhm.
I'm I'm not sure that. So you have to like
Success factor means they are, that is on a top on, or top on your employee master, right? We are
that's
fetching the
correct.
employee master
Exactly,
in
exactly,
in
exactly.
success factor. You are fetching the employee master. Okay, that is not a separate thing which is nowhere exist in the system. So it means we are fetching the details from the employee master. Whatever the process you are running in success factor, that is fine. That is, we don't have much concern for.
So, but basically, as part of like in existing ERP, we can see like we can distribute that hours as per the
Uh-huh.
work center.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, basically, so I'm not sure what the use of like the success factor in the resource planning as part of CPM.
Mhm.
That's
So
what I,
do you have some knowledge about success factor? Do you have some idea?
yeah, basically I'm a HR consultant and as a
Ah,
PS
okay.
consultant. Yeah, that's what I just want to know that. So I have implemented
let
so many
me let
projects.
me Gopi, let me come to that point exactly. Actually, I just want to come on that point so that I can address all this. If I'm trying to explain it now, it will not be understood until unless the basic structure. Let me come to on that point where I'll explain the team building, how you can create a team, how you can assign a roles, how you can create a how you can assign a resources to the project. So that time I'll try to if you are putting all these relevant question on particular place, so better to be for me it is better to answer that time.
Yes, sir. That's what my question is like. So, are we going to include these type of issues like these type of
Yes,
integration?
yes.
Like as part of PS, we have resource planning. As part, we have like at right now we have at work center level we can distribute the hours, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
So the same way so when the CPM introduce the workforce planning, like I meant to say that success factor.
Hmm.
So just want to understand like so how they're using how they are going to manipulate in our scenario.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's what my question, sir.
Okay, so your data, your employee master data will be fetched. Actually, in this system, we will create one business partner which will be integrated with your employee master, and we will fetch the data from the business partner. As a resource, it will be created in CPM system. Okay, so whatever data, whatever the resources you are assigning, it is based on the object. Okay, based on the object. For example, you are distributing at a project level, so as of now it will be distributed project level also, but we can fetch the data to show in the this workplace.
Uh,
I'll explain that. I'll explain once I'll reach on that point. I'll explain.
yeah,
Okay,
thank you.
I'm parking all these questions, and I'm noting it down also. Okay, so nobody.
Yeah, thank you. And one more, my question is like, so can we are you going to explain like when we come to the CPM? So as part of result analysis, so we have like as part of standard SAP, we have 15 methods, right?
Mhm.
So what are the methods we have suitable for as part of CPM?
Let me reach. I'll explain that part also. Let me reach
So
to that point.
yeah, thank you to say like so we need like
If you
I
are
just
focusing,
want to.
actually, I got to yesterday also some query to explain that. Okay, revenue recognition and settlement. Conceptually, I'll try to explain the system how we can do that. Okay, simple scenario we will choose, and based on that, I'll try to show you the data in the CPM system.
Okay. Okay. So are you going to explain the manual the manual uh, I, what can I say like the manual explanation the manual uh, mathematics
Manuals, I didn't get you.
what can I say like uh, in manual can I can say it's like so are going to like is POC can be like this based on POC we can calculate the actual cost and the POC like this can be like
Gopi,
this.
let us understand first the structure, please. First, let us understand the commercial project structure. Then it will be easy to address me all these questions, because
Yeah,
we did not started even the basic. So just parking all these questions for next two session. Okay, 2 or 3 sessions. Then I'll try to address all these, because we will reach on that point within next week. Maybe after 2 or 3 session, we will reach on that point. So I'll try to address on these things.
yeah, thank you, sir. Basically,
Yeah.
my question is like basically as I see like in S4
Please
HANA.
finish. Please stop your question today.
No, no, no,
It
no,
is
no,
not.
no, sir. Before going to this, I have to understand this basically.
You
So
are you are moreover focusing on the scope on which we are including in the training. Okay, so let me
hmm,
explain the scope which we are including. The basic process of CPM I'll explain, including the configuration. Okay, and the process from the other module which is impacting the process in the CPM. I'll explain that part also, like cycle, like SD cycle, like PS cycle. PS cycle I can explain in the detail. being a PS, PPM, and CPM consultant. I don't have any issue with that. Okay.
Okay.
But if it
Okay.
is coming in the part of SD and MM and SD, I can explain the process level. But if you are going in deep, any integration or any configuration, I can help you in some extent. But in deep level, I'll not go. Okay. But in PS, wherever you want to go in deep, you can ask anything. Okay, not a problem. For PS, PPM, that is a part of C project and the CPM part. So our
Yeah.
main focus is to CPM, PPM, PPM integration, that is a C project, and plus PS. And whatever the process is coming in the PS, starting from procurement, services, material, and integration with the SD, how it is showing. So that part I'll cover. Apart from that, your upgradation question. Okay, these are the specific question. What are the differences between all these different versions? I'll try to address it in last. Okay, not in between. And whatever the taking care we required, and when we are upgrading it, I'll try to address that also. Apart from that, how you need to take care for the body wherever we are implementing the body. Conceptually, I'll try to explain that. Okay, because functionally we are going to discuss this module not like programming level in the web, but what body name exactly being used and how we can edit at the table level all this data. I'll try to explain that part. So this is the exactly scope. And you asked one question like how we can fetch all these things, all this data in the Fury, whatever the standard objects we have in the CPM to publish the data in the Fury. I'll try to explain that conceptually, but I'll not able to show you in a Fury system because it's a CPM system. We don't have access of Fury, and even it is not integrated because you know this is a IDAS system. This is not any company specific system. Okay. So this is the exact scope, and document level. I'll share you the config document and I'll share you the process document. Two documents I'll share. Fine.
Okay. Okay. That's fine. Yeah. Sorry, sir. Again, I have a question. Like, so are
Can
going
we
to share? Yeah.
can we can we have separate session for you for the question?
Sorry, sir.
How-
Basically, my question is like, this is part of EHP 7, right?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. My
PHP 8.
question is like, when you
PHP.
go
We are
for
in.
as for HANA, so we have predefined configuration. Like when you implement, it can be like by basis team or whatever it may be. Like so they have to implement the basis side. So the configuration will be like automated, right? So that's what my
Configuration.
question.
Mhm.
Yeah, as part of HANA, I heard that.
Mhm.
Yeah, we have the same thing. Like we have to no need
Okay,
to.
I'll explain that. I'll explain that.
Yeah, sure, sure. Thank you. I'm not sure. That's what I had a
No
question.
issue, no issue, no issue, no issue. You
Mm,
just or
Thank
you
you.
can what you can do. You can write all these questions and on paper and send to Global Online. Offline, I'll try to give you all these answers. Okay, not a problem.
Yeah,
If you
I'm
need a
not aware. Sorry, sir.
no, no, no,
I'm
no,
not aware
no,
of
no
that.
problem.
But everyone knows that. Like, so everyone is on the online, but they have to know all the things. Like,
No,
I
actually,
just
what we can
want to
do,
explain things.
you can send all these queries, specific queries to the Global Online, and they will send it to me. I'll check a written. I'll try to find out something else, and if I have some
Mhm.
extra document on to that, I'll try to share. And I'll
Okay.
explain the session also. Will it be okay?
Yeah. Thank you. So,
Okay.
and one more question I have. Like, we have like we are receiving the opportunities from CRM system, right?
Mhm.
So are you going to like explain how we are going how we are collecting like the
No,
opportunity from CPM system CRP
no,
system?
no, no, no.
So how can we, sir, like how can you know that like this is the possibility, like these are the fields we are getting from somewhere and we are going to config like this? So
that I'll I'll explain in the process. Let me start the session. Okay, then I'll explain how you can get. That's why I'm telling some of your 90% questions will be answered once you will go through the system, once you will go through the sessions. If you are asking
yeah.
before all this question, it is creating unnecessary confusion in you. Okay, because I'm not in the position to give the answer on that, because if I'm explaining something, it will not be understood. So better to just go in the sequence. Okay,
Okay.
so many things will be understood automatically. Okay, so I'm just going to start now, and I'll have this session for only 1 hour today. Around what is the time now? 8:30, right? 9 o'clock. I'll finish it. So in half an hour, I'll try to cover here the master project in CPM. Next is past master project structure and master project workspace, creating master project required configuration, documents and attachment, status management. So few things already I explained yesterday. Can you mute yourself, please, because I'm getting some disturbance. Gopi.
Yeah, sir. I have one. When you come to the like fifth point, so document and enrichment status management. So what does it mean? Like
Gopi, please let me reach on that point, please. No, it's not.
yeah,
Please
sorry,
understand.
sorry. Yeah, sure,
Understand
sure,
the
sure.
flow of the discussion. It is unnecessary disturbing other participant, please.
Yeah,
Okay,
just I want to know,
no, I'll
sir.
address on that. I will address
In,
your query on that point. Don't ask, please, before.
Yeah, guys, let's have, you can have a separate session as Raghu mentioned, man. It's taking a lot of time for us.
Yeah,
yeah,
all people are
Ravi.
waiting.
I just want to
I know, man, I
this is the
understand your concern, but you can have a separate session for that.
no.
Mention,
It's
yeah. These are
as
all very
part of
basic questions. You have to have patience, man.
Yeah,
no, Ravi.
that's why I told you.
As part, it's not a basic question. Like, do you have any idea, like, as part of, like, the
But why
document
can't you
change?
wait? Why are you waiting so long?
At
Why are
least,
you asking
at
so
least
many
wait
questions
for.
at one
At
time, man?
least Gopi. At least we have to reach on that point. I just asked. I just explained the agenda, and you started to ask the question.
Yeah,
It's
sure.
not a
Thank you.
way. Let
Yeah,
us
sure.
reach on that point. I'll try to address
Yeah,
all this. I'm not denying. Okay.
yeah, sure. Thank you.
Okay. So our today's agenda. Can you mute yourself, please, Gopi? Yeah. Thank you, Gopi. So, a few things already I explained yesterday. Master project in CPM, master project, the concept of master project, the concept of workspace I explained yesterday, but in detail I will explain today. Okay, and the necessary settings in the system, I'll try to address that part. Okay, so first of all, let us understand the master project again. Okay, so what is the master project exactly? It combines multiple business object from different source system into a single integrated object. Okay, so this is a roof, roof of a different object where you can analyze different object is under a single roof. Next, can be used to integrate business object from SAP and non-SAP system. So what you can do, you can access, as I explained earlier, you can access the data from non-SAP system also. So we can do a setting in a system in such a way where specific data can be fetched based on some RFC and object link concept, and we can analyze this data here in the master project. Okay. Apart from that, when we are going to create any master projects, whatever the fields and whatever the area, or you can see screens we have in the system. First of all, the master project type. Okay, so master project type, as per your business process, it can be a different master project. For example, for IT, you can keep one master project. For manufacturing projects, you can keep for a separate project type. Okay, and for like, it's again depend on the business process, how you are differentiating your business process. Second is master project ID. You can enter a master project ID from your side, or you can define some code for that. Okay, code means it will take your coding mask. Okay, you can integrate with your coding mask of the project system. So you can define the coding mask in the project system, and the same coding mask can be considered as a master project ID. Okay, so same when you are creating, when you are replicating, or when you are attaching the PS projects, it will be the same project ID for the master project and for your project system project. Okay, but that's again depends. If it's a one-to-one, you can keep a same. If you are doing one-to-many, in that case better not to have same master project ID. Next is reporting attributes. Okay, so let me show you in the system. Okay, I'll create today master project, and I'll explain all the fields in the master projects again, and we will go in the configuration, then basic configuration we will do in the system. So
Sir, I have a question. Like before going to like our ERP, like so as part of like whatever.
Gopi, please,
No, no,
sorry to say, let me explain this. Please ask in last. You just noted down your question and ask in last all these
yeah, thank
questions.
you.
Sorry.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, because I need to make it in a flow. So this is a commercial project overview. Okay, so here we can get all the master projects. If you want to see the master projects, go here, go to view details. So we can get all these details, click on edit, it will come in edit mode. So this is your basic settings based on the master project type. Okay, and here master project type, then stage, and then customer name, it's your customer, and organization. This is start date, end date, confidential, it is no. Here you can see assign reporting attributes. Okay, this attribute has to be defined in the system in configuration. Here similarly, this RDS service attributes also we have defined in the system. Apart from that, search object, business object, whatever the business object we can attach under that, we have to define in the system, and whatever the documents we can attach, we have to define in the system. So let me create one new master project. Let me cancel it. Okay, I think. Okay, I'll try to make it like this. Okay, so what I will do, I'll create a new master project. Go to commercial project management. Sorry, here only we can create commercial project. Commercial project overview. Here you can see the master project and master project. Two places you can see here, master project. So here the first one is to search the master project, and second one is to create. If you are clicking here, it will take you to create a master project. So here how we can create a master project. First of all, we need to select the master project type. It's a mandatory field. So select from here engineering constructions. Okay, you can select this as a standard master project type, which is defined by the SAP. Other than that, all these all other master type has been created. Okay, so let me select this engineering and construction, because we have seen all the data related to this type only. Okay, and then click on customer number. What will be the stage? What is the stage as of now? This is the opportunity bid. Based on the configuration, system already selected, it's the initial stage, opportunity bid, and then a customer number. I can select here probably customer number. So we can search the customer number. This number will be fetched from your financial data. Okay, this is your customer master number. So let me select anyone and select here master project ID. These are the IDs which already created in the system, and apart from that, based on some
Sorry to interrupt. For me, this font size is very small and it's very difficult to read for me. I don't have others, but I'm facing difficulty.
Okay, just wait for a moment. Only this portal size is creating problem.
I think portal is better, but SAP GUI is it's very blurred. Okay.
Now portal is okay.
Yeah, portal I can see. Yeah.
Okay, and here it is blurred, huh?
Yeah, it is blurred. Yeah.
Okay, let me increase some size again. Let me check that how we can increase the. I already asked to the team, but they are taking time, I think. Sorry.
Yes, Satya, I can say like if you have like the internet slow, then you can see a blur.
No, mine is say 40 Mbps speed. Yeah.
I'm
Now
not sure
it's
that.
okay. Now it's okay. Let me just a moment, please. Let me log in again. Now it's okay.
Yeah, better. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
So here,
basically we can see the same thing like if you see like blur is like it's a urine problem. I can
okay.
sense that.
So here you can see this is a master project ID. I have selected this one. Okay, there is a way to find out this master project ID. Also, next project, how we can find out in show search criteria master project ID. Okay, I think it has to be implemented in such a way. No issue. I'm as of now I'm selecting it manually. Okay, so randomly I'm selecting E hyphen 0010. Okay, here we can enter the description. This is a testing I'm keeping as of now. Okay, testing project, testing training project. Okay, customer number I have selected. Organization I have selected EC organization. For this master project type only EC organization has been defined. Now start date I am selecting start date and end date. This start date and end date is not exactly the project start date and end date in your project system. It is the entire date from where you are starting your bidding and you are planning to complete the project. Okay, so don't consider this is only start date or end date of the project in project system or in the C project. Confidential, you can say yes or no. Based on that, you can plan some provision to hide some data based on the authorization. Okay, so I'm saving the data. I'm saving this record already exist. Let me change this. Okay, 15 if I'm planning. There is a way to find out the next number here. Okay, I'll explain that because I need to do some settings. Okay, so here you can see some of data will be added automatically. Okay, if you go here in the assigned reporting attributes, you can see here, and this we selected. Okay, fine. And here in search business object, you can see these all are the options we are getting. C project header, CRM opportunity, project definition, sales order, and header. Okay, so this is the basic things. Okay, I'm not going in much advance. Just when we understood these all things, I'm going to the configuration to explain all these things, how we can have in configuration, how we can do the necessary things. So open the IMG. I'm going to SPRO, and sorry, the last time we were getting SIMGH. Click here, click here. Master project data, master data, master project. Okay, here you can see first is define custom terms. I'm not going in the sequence exactly, but our master profile is our master project type. Okay, so this is the major settings which we have to do first. Okay, make settings for the master projects. So click here. You can see here master project types. Okay, you can see this is a standard master project types which is created already, which is already exist in the system, and we have selected this engineering and construction ZECO. Okay, so double click on that to understand the field setting here. Okay, so here we have entered one code. That's sorry, this is not the one ZECO. Okay, so here you can see the master project attributes. Okay, first is reporting attribute profile. Second is organization profile. Third is role profile and stage profile. Okay, fine. So first is reporting attribute profile, which is the area. This is the area which we are controlling based on that assigned reporting attributes. Okay, this area will be controlled from this profile which we are entering here, reporting attribute profile. So reporting attribute profile means whatever the additional fields we required for reporting purpose, we can create a profile separately and we can keep with reference to the master project type. Okay, so coming to back, how we can define this reporting attribute profile and how it is impacting our project settings. Okay, let me come back. So all the settings will be here in the master project type, and we will go one by one. So let me reach again on the first one, define custom terms. Okay, custom terms. Let me open this. It is coming as a CPD MPID master project. Okay, this is the way like the SAP has given a provision to define your master project in a different name. In some of organization, the commercial project, your master project, they are not calling it as a master project. Sometimes they are calling it as engagement. In some place they are calling it as a matter, case or job or master project. Okay, so different terminology they are using for the same. So in some of reports, this particular terminology will be considered. Okay, but as of now, we have selected the master project to understand. It's a standard way to define. Okay, so here whatever it is, that is fine. Next is make settings for the stage. Stage means for an entire cycle of the project. Okay, not C project or not PS project. The entire cycle for the master project, we can have a different stage. We can have a different gates where the process will pass. For example, first is my bidding process. Okay, next is my planning process. Third is my execution process. So by this way, we can define the stages. Okay, so click on make settings for the stage. Here you can see the define stage, and next you can see define stage profile. Okay, so here in define stage, you can define the stages. That is an independent object, or you can say this is an independent description. Okay, here you are defining, and here you are fetching, you are using these stages. So in CPM system, in most of the places in configuration, you will see first we are defining the object, then we are using the object. So here we are listing down all the stage which we can use in our process, and then we will go into define stage profile, and here we can define a stage profile, and for that particular define stage profile, we can assign a define stages. So here you can see engineering and construction, there is a stage profile. Under that, map stage to stage profile. Okay, so what we did, whatever the stages we have defined here, we included here, which is relevant to us. So for this profile, opportunities first one, then work zone preparation, then planning, then construction, then commissioning, then handover, then closure, then escalation, then not zone. Okay, so closure, escalation, and not zone is my parallel. Okay, so my first stage will be opportunity wind, and last can be closure, escalation, or not zone. Okay, so we can move as a last out of 3 anyone. Now for each stages, we are defining the next possible stage. For example, if we are in opportunity bid, we can directly in not zone. Okay, so let me check the settings here. From opportunity bid, we can move to work zone, we can move to planning directly, we can move to construction, we can move to commissioning, we can move to closure, escalation, and not zone. This is a testing client. Okay, so some of additional things will be there which is not really relevant to process. Okay, so what we will do as a practice, you can create a separate data system and you can try to do the practice as per your relevant process. So here if you see work zone directly, opportunity bid, we should not go directly to the construction or commissioning. It should be in the sequence. So work zone, then it should be closure, or it should be escalation, or it should be not zone. So planning, construction, and commissioning, as per my experience, it should not be here. Okay, and next, similarly for workbone, we can see the other settings. So these are the stages where we can move from one stage to another stage. Okay, so this stage profile we have to assign into our master project profile. So here you can see the make settings for the master project. You go here and you check for the ZECO and double click here. Stage profile ZECO is entered here. So based on that, we'll get the data. Clear? And next, make setting for the object. Okay, make setting for the object. Whatever the objects we can get. Okay, so these are the object. This is the standard setting, and all these objects we can use in our CPM system. Master project, C project for header, financial planning, material component, network activities, all these listed object we can use in our commercial project management in master project. Okay, so here assign header object to sub object. You click here, you can see this is the sub object type and it is the header object type. However, these settings you will get always in your system as a basic configuration. This is a standard configuration, but to understand how it is working, you can see this is your header object project definition. Under that, you can get the material component. Under project definition, you get the network. Under project definition, you get the network activities. You can get the network element. Okay, so these all are the object which you can have under project definition. Means if you are assigning the project definition to the master project, you will get all these object in the structure of the master project. This is the meaning of this. So it means apart from that, whatever the object you have, for example, milestone is not here. So it means milestone you will not get it in the structure, master project structure. Okay. So if you want to see the milestone and all these things, you need to click on project definition, then you can navigate to another button. Okay, let me explain. I'll explain this how you can navigate in the system. Before that, I'll try to explain one more thing here. Make setting for the object attributes. Okay, so whatever the attributes you are selecting, attributes means object attributes. These are your search business object. Okay, so whatever the objects you are selecting here, it is based on the configuration somewhere. Okay, so let me check this. This is your make settings for object attributes. Click here. So these are the attributes, object attributes group. Okay, here we have created group first, and then separately, as I explained, first we are defining the object, then we are accessing that object in profiles. So here we are defining the define attribute profile, and under the attribute profile, we are defining the map attribute group to project profile, object profile, and then we are defining the map attribute to object profile. Okay, so these all things, I think it is not clear. I'll explain it again in a sequence. Just wait a moment. Make setting for the object and define object links and logical system reporting is make setting for the organization define structure. Okay, so what is the define component for master will define components? Just wait a moment, please. Let me check one thing here. Define components, define UID. Okay, it's not completely. Okay, so here make settings for the master project. ECO, assign related business object, assign object attributes. Okay, so object link, object attributes. These are object attributes 105. Okay. Okay. So here, okay, here what you did exactly. Okay. So I explained only as of now this part. Make settings for the stage. Okay. So make settings for the stage. Now you can see here stage is fine. You cleared about this field. Apart from that, search business object. Whatever are the objects you are getting here. See project header, SRM opportunity, project definition, sales order header. This is based on the configuration here. Okay, what is that point? Let me explain to you. Make settings for the object attributes. So what you have to do here, first of all, you have to define the object attributes groups here, and then define attributes profile. Let's say this is the profile which I have selected here. So you can see here different profile. One is a C project profile, another is contract detail, then quotation detail, then inquiry detail, then sales order detail. Then you can see here WS, RDS, WS profile. So it means if I including all these object attribute profile in my master project type profile, so I can get all these object here to include in my master project. Okay, so for this particular project, what are the attributes which I selected? Let me check that. So with reference to that, I'll try to explain. Make setting for master project, ECO, assign object attributes. Here you can see 105, 1007, 1000, 1008, 5, 7 and 8. Let me check. So here it is based on the object link. Okay, so object link I'll explain, but later I'll explain in next session. So make settings, and here make settings for the object attributes. So here you can see I'm including this profile 5, 7 and 8. So I can access the C project details, I can see the CRM opportunity detail, I can see the C project phase. Okay, so I can access all these objects directly to include in my here C project header, SRM, CRM opportunity, project definition, sales order header. Okay, so how we are doing this, and inside of settings what exactly it is working, you can see C project detail. Click on map attribute group to object profile. So this is your attribute group which you have selected from here, which you already created, and sequence. So for here you can add multiple attributes groups, and for that particular attribute group, map attribute to object profile. So here you can add more attributes. So here you can see, if I'm going to new entries, you can see all these attributes. So these are the standard attributes. Area tags, change by, change on, created by. Out of these you can add it here. Apart from that, you can add some more attributes in table level also, then you will get it here. Okay, so all these things I'll explain. So let me come back again here, how we can add the object here. For example, click here, project definition, and search any project definition here. So these are the definitions which are relevant to this master project. Okay, so there are some filters. Based on that, system is finding out your relevant project. Okay, that is your organization. Okay, so what is that settings for the organization? You can see here. Make settings for the organization. So in organization, don't consider it as a controlling area, company code, and other organization structure. It is a group of different organizational attributes. Okay, so here you can see the organization 1, CPM organization, RDS common organization. But under that, if you see, let's say click here, assign ERP organization. So you will get all these details here. So you can create a group. You can create a group by assigning all these different organization structure, and accordingly you will fetch the data. Okay, so when you are creating a commercial project, master project, that time you have to define, you have to assign the organization to that particular project. Okay, so let me come back again here, define organization profile, and then based on the profile, assign organization to organization profile. Okay, so here we are defining the organization, then assigning the ERP organization, then defining organization profile, and then profile we are assigning to define organization. Then again, this profile we are assigning to commercial master project type. So this is the sequence of configuration here. If you see here, we search some project based on some filters which is applied based on the organization, and you can select here and you can assign your project here. So let me assign this project here. Actually, I'll explain this because today we have less time, because what I'm thinking, because on Friday, yesterday we had session, Saturday we will have 2-hour session, and Sunday we will have 1-hour session. Okay, actually I have some clashing of the session, so that's why I have to keep it as 1 hour. Okay, let me check. Assign business project already assigned. Let us save it. Okay, save. Let me check. Here you can see the structure.
3 hours only you will take. Saturday.
Saturday. Yes, we decided only 2 days, 2 hours, right? 2 hours on Saturday, 2 hours on Sunday, right?
Correct. Yeah.
Actually, there is another batch which is clashing with this timing. Okay, we can, if it is possible, check the possibility to prepone little bit if it is possible, half an hour. So at least 1.5 hours we will get it on Sunday. Okay, so no issue. Before next session, I'll try to sort it out. I'll try to do something for that.
Sure.
Either I'll change that timing a little bit, half an hour for that batch, or we can prepone, like we can have some half an hour before this batch.
Okay, no problem. Yeah.
Okay. So here you can see this is the project which is assigned here. Okay, this is the project definition, and here you can see the project structure. There's a WBS. Under that WBS, you can see the structure of project. If you are clicking here, it will directly lead you to CJ20N. So here you can see the configuration, the integration of okay. So this is your CJ20N transaction. Okay. So as of now, I'm going to just stop it here. Okay. If you have any question, please just let me know regarding this today's session what we had. Okay, and again I'll explain whatever I explained today. I'll in my next session I'll keep it in the sequence. Okay, the first what exactly the configuration, because I prepared. I have a actually, if to make it in sequence, always I try to go with the presentation, so it helps us to go in the sequence. But today actually this was a very less time, so I couldn't go through exactly by this PPT.
Okay, my first question is over there. Currently, you are actually mapping your all the coding mask from the PS ERP.
Yeah.
There is one prefix. If we have a 2-digit prefix, it is applicable or not?
2-digit. If see whatever the coding mask you are defining, it is straight away getting from the coding mask your which you are defining the PS, whether it is 2-digit or 1-digit.
Did you try? But I think actually I seen into the maybe one group over there. There is some configuration required into CPM. So you tried 2-digit or not? I'm just asking.
No, 2-digit actually conceptually it should work. I tried with the 1-digit, but I'll try to get it. I'll try to.
But I think there is some note over there and it is not supported. This is first I just make sure to do from your side it is working or not.
Okay, I'll check it because it is a specific. I'll check it. Coding mask 2-digit. Okay, no problem. Also, I'll check. Fine.
Okay, fine. And the second,
Yes.
Yeah, conceptually it's okay. Actually, I agree with you. If something change into PS and you are assigning some profile coding marks of file, it will be reflected into CPM. But there is some note. Actually, it is not working properly. There is workaround. I don't know what workaround over there.
Okay.
Okay. The second thing, when you are creating any master project in CPM, and now you are assigning other project to the master project which you created into CPM. What is the relationship between two projects? One project number E001, other thing maybe 1110, and the other project you are assigning maybe the number is I0045. So what is the relationship between two projects?
What is the relation between these two
Yeah,
projects which we
there is two.
included, which we included under the master project, right?
Yeah, actually, when you go to the previous screen, there is
Understood. Understood. Actually, your question, I think it is like if we are assigning the multiple project system project to the master project, how exactly it is correlating between these two projects, right?
yeah.
Okay, just think for another example. Okay, you are going to start a project. For example, you just take one example. You are planning to install one substation. Okay, just take this example: substation installation and commissioning. Okay, that is your project. This is your master project. Okay, this master project itself can have a multiple project under that. Maybe your civil work can be a separate project. Okay, your mechanical work can be a separate project. Your SCADA work, your electrical work, these all projects can be separate, right? So how you can see the impact, how you can see, how you can analyze the data from the different project under a single roof, right? So here you can see the relation, how it is exactly impacting the overall analysis on the master project level, right?
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So same thing if we apply into in sale order, for example, one project and multiple sale order. This is the concept. One to
Yes.
multiple relationship between the project and
Yes.
the sale orders. Okay.
Yes.
And third thing, if you want to update any WBS or activity into the CJ20, and it will be automatically reflect here.
Yes. It
Okay.
will
Okay.
reflect.
Okay.
Okay, and it will not show you all the attributes here. Whatever attributes you are defining in the configuration, then only it will appear here. It will not appear the full screen if you are like if you see here the whatever I have included the project in column also. It will not show you the exact information, but if you are clicking it, it will lead you to the respective transaction in the system.
Okay, and furthermore, you are talking about reporting attribute fields. This is on two level. One level is the master project level, and another is actually I think into the object level. So we
Mhm.
can say these are the custom requirement at the time of the maybe the organization base. Like you have a risk, you have some other type of inspection. You can build into the CPM. This is
Yeah.
right. Okay,
Yes,
so
you are
both
you are
level.
right. Yeah, you can add whatever the standard fields are given here. You can add it there. If it is not there, if you need to edit, add some more fields, you can add in the table level, and you can get it here in the structure.
Okay, okay.
Okay. Okay. So just thank you everyone. Other batches waiting, please. Sorry. Next time we will take care of this. Just exactly time. I'll try to start the session.
Yeah, thank you,
Okay.
Arun. I have a few more questions, but I cannot.
Gopi, please send me all these questions. I'm very much
Yeah,
happy to
sure,
answer
sure,
all these
sure.
questions. Thank you.
Yeah, sure, sure, sure. Those are the basic things, like
Thank you.
based
Thank
on.
you.
Yeah,
Thank you, everyone.
welcome. Yeah, thank you.